The year 2026 marks 250 years since the Founding Fathers of the United States published the Declaration of Independence on July 4, 1776. This established the United States of America as a sovereign nation, independent from Great Britain. The Union Pacific Railroad, the oldest operating Class I railroad in the United States, is celebrating this momentous occasion by running their flagship steamer, Big Boy No. 4014, along with specially painted locomotives No. 1616, the Abraham Lincoln, and No. 1776, from coast to coast on their America's 250th celebration tour. They will run from Sacramento, California, through Ogden, Utah, Omaha, Nebraska, Chicago, Illinois, Buffalo, New York, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, St. Louis, Missouri, and many other towns and cities before returning to its home in Cheyenne, Wyoming. I had the opportunity to chase the Big Boy to several locations in Utah, Nevada, California, and Wyoming, which I will share with you in this two-part series titled America 250, Big Boy 4014's coast-to-coast tour across America. Please enjoy Part 1, featuring the Big Boy on its westbound leg through Utah. We begin our journey in Wahsatch, Utah on April 2nd, 2026. We headed out early to secure a spot and arrived at around 7:45 a.m. It was a beautiful sunny morning with some storm clouds on the horizon. Shortly thereafter, those storm clouds fell upon us and brought freezing temperatures, snow, and wind. We patiently awaited the Big Boy in freezing conditions until we saw the giant steam clouds billowing from behind the hills. As it finally rounds the bend, it rolls to a stop at the grade crossing. Our next stop was Echo. Named after the mighty Echo Canyon, Echo served as a watering, coaling, and helper base for the Union Pacific Railroad. After World War II and the introduction of diesel-electric locomotives, those services were no longer needed, and over the past few decades, Echo has faded into a ghost town. We will shortly see the Big Boy once again return to Echo, which, before 2019, hadn't seen a Big Boy locomotive operate for almost 60 years. Following our stop at Echo, we stopped for lunch at the Layton Hills Mall before continuing to the Layton Frontrunner station. We scouted a spot at an overpass above the station and watched as the Big Boy flew beneath us. The cold weather made for big billowing steam, which engulfed those of us on the bridge. After seeing it pass Layton, we headed down to the spot of the former Grant Tower in Salt Lake City, where we expected to see Big Boy pull headfirst into Salt Lake Central Station. However, we were surprised to see it fly past us on the north leg of the Y instead. We see it here as it reverses into Salt Lake Central Station for an easy departure in 2 days. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing the big boy traverse these incredible locations, because I sure did. In the meantime, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you can be back in time for part 2. Have a wonderful Independence Day, and we hope to see you again.